Hello everybody, this is our new warehouse. This is our first container unload here. We just got out of BLFC and we're about to fill this place up. And hooray, our first container is an actually pink one. We love our pink containers.
Yeah.
So there it is coming in. And we've got enough space in here. I'll do a quick little tour since people are probably going to want to see that. We've got some pictures posted, but just a quick little look at our warehouse space before we get started. We haven't even begun to start sorting cabs where they belong. Any of the extra outgoing stuff hasn't been placed or whatnot yet. So we've got 2 bathrooms here, and I'm gonna pop into the office real quick. I don't think the lights are on, but we'll at least show that while he's getting that container backed up and broken up. I'll turn the lights on. Here's our office. Not sure what we're going to be doing with this space yet, but yeah, it's a little small, neat little spot here. And more than likely for now, like, we're just going to throw all the racks, the tables, the couple of the candy cabs that we're working on, just use it as storage. I'll put the couch in here. I might block it off so we can, you know, nap in here like normal. But yeah, that's the office there. And here we've got the rest of the warehouse. So over here in this little like nook in the side next to the office is probably where we're going to set up cabs to play or whatnot, if we even have the space for it. We don't know yet, but we'll start with this little nook and it'll be pretty cool. So yeah, this is about 4,000 square foot. Very cool. So it looks like he's here. We're getting the container popped open, and we'll get our first look inside. This weekend was also the first kind of freak winter storm, so it was a bit of an unfortunate timing for this all to come in, but this guy here, he's a champ. Made it happen.
Except you can't find the place.
Yeah, you can't find the place if I give you the wrong address, can you? Any trouble backing in? Because this spot, like, so the only real complaint I had about this place is it's right up against the parking there, and a larger truck is just a little harder to get in and out, you know.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of faith in you guys. I have faith in my STI driver. You guys know what you're doing. So the other thing that I had been worried about, and I think I pointed this out at some point before, this dock plate is tiny. It's this dinky little thing, but it works. It is 100% okay. So I think we've been doing all box truck loads. I think containers are a little bit higher, so we'll see if it works the same, but I think we should be good. So we'll get him backed in and do the crawl real quick. We want to get him out of town as soon as possible, just in case the weather turns sour again. The sky looks pretty dark, and according to the forecast, it should probably be okay, so I'm not too worried. Conveniently looks like the Dance Rush stage is on wheels, which is good because we left our dolly at the con, and I just figured I'll just deal with it. There shouldn't be anything else on this container that I can't really get off. And here I see he's running into the same problem that my other driver seems to have, which is it's a bit awkward to come into this space straight. So here, if you want to hold this for me, I'm gonna. Hey, how dare you cover it?
I don't know which side your
Video
camera's on.
ruined, completely ruined. Now we have to scrap it. Okay.
Damn.
Let me pull this thing up and we'll see how it goes.
I'm not a professional
It should
videographer.
be long enough to.
Make it a little straighter, is that good?
Well, I know this spot's a little bit hard to back into, but I'm gonna see if it goes all the way or not. And if it does, you shouldn't have to do anything. Okay.
There's a tiny little plate.
This is actually kind of shitty since it's a little higher, but it is what it is. You know, this is what we've got. We're gonna have to work with it anyway, so it'll work.
Well, when you get a little extra money, buy one of them aluminum dock plates and a forklift.
Yeah, I had thought about that. There's just aluminum, like a dock plate to use right here instead of one of the bigger ones.
It's a little bit longer, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, otherwise, like most of the time, well, I can't say most of the time. We get a lot of containers, but like most of the time, we're just doing truckloads, and it's not that big a deal.
I can pull it up just a little bit so the lip just barely catches. and then you won't have that.
Well, you'll
bump.
have this sidle is gonna, unless you straighten it out, and it's gonna take a lot more for you to straighten it out. I think it's good.
Okay.
We'll make it work.
I like
There
how
is-
everything's
so
in
there is
theme.
a
Look, there's pink cross,
TimeCrisis 5
pink
on here, and
container.
it's really
I'm
big.
wearing a pink
I'm not
mask.
sure if it
We're all about the
splits
same
up,
shade.
But that might be the only thing. I don't know. Let's do it. I'll do it. We'll see how it goes.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
You look like you're in better spirits than last time.
Well, I took all weekend off, so.
Oh, good for you. You gotta do that sometimes.
Yeah, you do. All right, let's get into this thing and do our crawl. Okay. Got a bunch of TimeCrisis parts up here. They canceled our second one. I was gonna get one of these. These are going to someone else, but yeah, it's MUSECA. That's interesting. Who bought a MUSECA recently? Who could that be? Is it you?
Yeah,
Is this one yours?
I don't know.
Is that your MUSECA?
Is it mine?
Maybe it is.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness, it is. Yeah, and mine's on here too. I'm finally, these are the last ones we're getting, so I'm keeping it. But that is the least. Well, I don't know about the least. It's one of the least of the exciting things on here. The TimeCrisis is pretty significant too. But we've got 5. Oh no, trust me. There's some good shit on here.
Okay.
So we've got 5 Groove Coaster partitions here. 5 Groove partitions. These are not sold. I'm keeping 2, and 3 of them. Yeah, well, space.
Yeah.
Wah. So there's 3 of them left. Nobody has taken them yet because they're like $5.50 a piece. They're not cheap, especially if just for for collecting sake or whatever. But yeah, they're not cheap by any means. Okay, let's come on in here. We've got 2 Groove Coasters, and this container also has several Rhythm Tengokus, which is pretty exciting. I think none of these have header art, which sucks because a couple people are supposed to be buying them with header art, and the container that has a bunch with header art is not coming anytime soon. I can't get that over here, so all these cabs are, the people are just going to have to wait on it. There's nothing I can really do. I can't get more art, so... our next batch of theater rhythms, I think it's only 2 this container. The next container has another 7 more. But we're finally starting to fulfill those orders. Here's the other MUSECA here. Let's see, so Rhythm Tengokus. Yeah, none of these appear to have art. Here we go. We've got some fun stuff here. Actually, I kind of overlooked this. This is the topper for GunBullet X, which is one of the truly exciting things in here. We really wanted this for a long time. It's a hard to get game, and I've tried to get more for people, and they actually have gone up in price by another 150,000 yen or something. So while they're available, they're just getting even more expensive. They're just really hard to obtain. We're keeping that one for sure. This looks like a part for something. It might be a part for GunBullet, or looks like is this signboard stuff for it? It looks like it might be. We've got one of the some of the guns for it here. That looks at the gun pedestal. Got a card maker here. This one's going to a friend. And we've got a bunch of Tunithims. This was the first of our winter batch of Tunithims. Actually, no, this isn't. This is my pre-winter batch. The winter batch doesn't come until next container. So, it looks like we've got one of these has art. So that's good. I can fulfill at least one person's Rhythm Tengoku with art order. We'll have to figure out the rest later. But just a bunch of people are gonna have to wait if they want that, and I've offered. Oh, there's another one back there with art, so I can fulfill 2 people. That's good. And a couple people are just gonna have to wait because just shipping woes. This stuff is horribly expensive. God, how the fuck am I supposed to climb up on this without stepping on something broken? Here, I'm gonna break it. Let me see. This is Dance Rush over here, right here. Looks like there's some boxes of shit. Oh god, there's lots of boxes of shit. What is that? Some GunBullet parts. Okay, I don't want to break this Dance Rush marquee or anything. Okay. Get on in there. I might just have to crawl on top of these Tunithims. Is the only way I'm going to get farther back. Okay, make sure these are nice and secure. Oh, there's just not much height to work with. You know, this is a high cube container. There's you can get like a 20, a 40, a 40 high cube, and then there's some that extend to 53 foot. And we usually get a 40 high cube. So these boxes down there, I think, oh, you know what? These are Type X3s. I think all of them are Type X3s. We're just you know, continuing to stock up on that stuff. And it looks like, oh, that's right, I forgot. There's also, so that's Densha De Go Compact right there. Very interested in that. We just sold two of the full sizes, including my personal one, and the compact one was on order. So at least we have a Densha De Go. And that one in particular, it comes with like a 2080 or 2070 or something in it, which is ridiculous. Because the full size used a 1070 and or 1080, I don't remember, one of those two. And I'm honestly thinking about just taking the 1070 out of my computer and putting the 2070 in it. Because why not? If the game runs on a 1070, why put a 20? It might have just been an availability thing. So yeah, anyway, here's the last of the Rhythm Tengokus, this one also having art. So those are the ones that'll go out first, and then I'll have two that don't. There's the seat for Densha De Go. I've got a Tycho HD. This one, as of current, is, I believe, unsold. This was all the stuff that I wanted to bring to BLFC. I think I'd mentioned in the BLFC video there's some stuff that we wanted. Oh, no, I didn't do that in the video. I mentioned it somewhere, that we had wanted this stuff, but we couldn't. Okay, farther back, we've got a couple Wakas. Not sure what that is. It's blocky. I mean, I guess I don't know if I've seen the body of, what's it called? A GunBullet X. But I see in the back is Sonic Blast Man, which is a pretty cool kind of like, it's that game that plays a scene and then you know, punch the punching bag or something. Oh, you know what? These two are probably, that's TimeCrisis. So it is split into two. That's convenient. That'll be important for shipping. It'll make it easier. And then Sonic Blast Man's in the back. Don't think I can get much far. You know, no, let me come over here. I think I can get a little farther in. Oop. Okay, and on to Densha, and down. There we go. So here's Densha Compact. I will definitely do a video on this after, you know, having done the full size. It's much smaller. Looks like the seat is very closely attached. It is also plastic. It's not like this the beautiful crushed velvet. Maybe I'll mod that later. We've got the control panel. It's just a little bit more condensed in there, but it's all the same. Come back here. See if we can get, I don't really want to put too much weight onto this control panel here, but we got Waka. There you can see the front of TimeCrisis art there. But I really want to just get a look in at the Sonic Blast Man. I'm sorry, this one's Sonic Blast Heroes, it's the newer one. Sonic Blast Man, I think, is the old one. I don't have anywhere really to... I'm just gonna swing my feet over. There we go. And there's Sonic Blast Heroes. Pretty cool. So, I mean, you can imagine this is probably not the best, most reliable cab to bring to cons. People are gonna punch the shit out of it, but I will hang on to it at least until after COVID. This is probably not a COVID one, especially if we use the gloves. If I remember right, this game will actually error out after a certain number of plays, and you have to buy a new glove. You know, they did that to like keep it safe. You have to buy a new glove, put in the serial code from it to re-unlock the game. So it forces you to keep that maintained. We are gonna dump the game and, you know, bypass that. And I think we're honestly not going to get that much use that, you know, become an issue. But it is a concern because we can't just go buy new shit. But anyway, it's a really neat game, and, you know, this container had quite a bit of the things that we were intending to keep. And, you know, fortunately, through all of this stuff, we were able to keep it despite our tight finances, because this is the kind of stuff that we're going to need when we start going into bigger shows and when shows start picking up and, you know, we're getting, you know, more our normal rate. We want to have a big, robust lineup to pick from, so that, you know, make sure cons are getting what their money's worth. So, all right, I think that's it. We really want to get this container out of here sooner than later, and it's just the two of us to unload this time. I'm not sure the others that were supposed to come haven't responded, so I'm gonna get back out, get this thing unloaded as quick as we can, especially since that gate is, you know, a little bit up. I definitely don't want them to start without some help. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Look forward to our next one. We've got one more, and they're probably end of this month or early next month, and you know, finally start settling into the warehouse. I hope you enjoyed this crawl. This one's got some real interesting stuff in it, and we'll see you next time.